To borrow from the seminal words of Bananarama, it's been a cruel summer at the box office. Ticket sales rang up $3.7 billion domestically, down 14.2% from 2016, according to ComScore. It's the first summer since 2006 that total hasn't cracked $4 billion. And last weekend was the worst in 16 years. But the news wasn't all bad. These 10 movies managed to conquer the rest, and most of them were pretty good, too. Here's what they had going for them: 1. Wonder Woman, $406.2 million. When a superhero film starts a social movement and has people talking about an Oscar run, it's done something right. Patty Jenkins' World War I set phenomenon treated the character with grace and respect, and Gal Gadot cemented herself as a comic book icon. 2. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, $389.3 million. Marvel's Cosmic Misfits proved they were just as magical a second time. Kurt Russell played a living planet, character actor Michael Rooker stole the show, and a talking raccoon and his alien tree friend continued to win our hearts. 3. Spider-Man, Homecoming, $318.8 million. How do you prevent spider fatigue with the sixth movie starring the famous wall crawler? Put Tom Holland in red and blue tights and toss him into high school drama to appeal, in multicultural fashion, to a previously untapped audience for Marvel, young adults. 4. Despicable Me 3, $254.5 million. Gurus are better than one. Steve Carell's reformed supervillain got a twin brother, Drew, in the threequel. Adults and children alike had something to watch. The bad guy with a seriously 80s throwback vibe and the ubiquitous kid-friendly cuteness of the Minions. 5. Dunkirk, $172.4 million. Christopher Nolan effectively took audiences to the front line of battle with no easing up on intensity, and his World War II thriller was one of his finest, and shortest, filmmaking achievements. One Direction fans could breathe a sigh of relief, too. That Harry Styles kid can act! 6. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, $172 million. This franchise should have sailed by now. Instead, the fifth chapter manages to be the best Pirates since the first one, not a high bar, and Johnny Depp, especially punch-drunk as the boozy Captain Jack Sparrow, still has a little box office swagger. 7. Cars 3, $149 million. Notoriously the weak link in Pixar's storied franchises, Cars finally kicked into high gear with the third film in the series. All of the big-eyed anthropomorphic vehicles children love are there, yet it's also a surprisingly deep exploration of legacy, aging and female empowerment. 8. War for the Planet of the Apes, $142.8 million. Amid a season of superhero blockbusters and lighter fare, what seemed to be the finale to the acclaimed Apes trilogy provided audiences with something more serious to chew on than popcorn. Andy Serkis gives his most Oscar-ready motion capture performance yet. 9. Transformers, The Last Knight, $130.2 million. Yeah, this one blows our minds, too. It's the lowest performer of the franchise, by a lot, though the haul's enough for it to rank decently high. Huge explosions and transforming robots punching other robots have created a devoted following for these excoriated action epics. 10. Girls Trip, $108 million. Whereas most every other R-rated comedy underwhelmed, Queen Latifah and Friends unleashed the summer's biggest surprise, a raucous, female-fronted laugh fest that will go down as the movie that made Tiffany Haddish an Insta star.